Hey guys, this is Eric with Retro Rides. We got Dane and Jeremiah here with us, and basically we're just going to do a recap on the Sema 22. We went down there, spent a good part of the week walking our feet off for forever. How many miles do we average?
I think it was like 10 miles a day.
Yeah, 10 a day.
Yeah, that's being on the light side, I think.
Just in the show too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in the show. So we flew in on Monday, got there late, so we didn't do much that night. Went out, did some dinner stuff with Jeff. Hi, Jeff. And next day we started off early, got on the tram, went down there, and Dane and Jeremiah's first time at Sema, so it doesn't matter who goes there and what you're looking for, you'll find something there that's interesting. So these guys, I think we're pretty blown away. What do you guys think of the show? So think back stepping off of the train.
It was incredible, like way bigger than I ever thought it would be. Tons of people, tons of cars. And of course we walk out and right there Hoonigans have their burn yard and tons of smoky tires.
Oh yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite part was stepping off the monorail. As soon as you start going down the escalator, yeah, they're doing donuts and burnouts.
Yeah, those guys put on a crazy good show there. My favorite personally was they had a pair of short wide Chevys in there, and those guys drove it to break it, and that's day one, and they had to last all week. So I don't know how many tires they went through, how many engines they went through, but by the end of the week when I do remember walking by and one of the NBS trucks, it was a 2000, early 2000 something, it was missing its fender and tire. I mean, those guys just hammered on them. So yeah, it was cool to see everybody there just tearing them up. So the Hoonigan guys did a great job down there. What was your guys' favorite one?
Man,
It's a hard
that's a good
choice.
question. There was so much.
So many different categories.
Remember that-
Tuners and lowriders and
Yeah, all the GTRs you could ever want to see.
oh my gosh.
There's so many GTRs
So
and
many.
Lambos for that matter. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they definitely took up the show.
So first day we kind of hit the outside pretty heavy and cruised around. Let's see, Tanner Foust was out there drifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Chris
went there.
Forsberg with him too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. We got to eat some rubber out there. But the days flew by so fast down there, and basically we made a big loop around the outside, worked our way just inside, and just got kind of a taste. And then, but day two we really hit the inside hard. We went down Hot Rod Alley, met with a bunch of our vendors. So we talked with American Auto Wire, George at Ridetech. Great. Jason, hit the side button. There you go. Jason at Vintage Air, sorry about that. Who else did we hit there? Went by the Holly booth, Airlift Performance, just a bunch of the vendors we do there. So it was good to touch base with some of those guys. And then, and also everything in Hot Rod Alley was just unbelievable. We brought back a lot of ideas.
Yeah, the level of craftsmanship on some of those cars was incredible. The attention to detail, like every little thing was thought out and executed to a super high level.
Yeah, the Ring brothers killed it too.
Yeah, so
Another level.
the
First-
owner used
first
to be
part
like a
was the
baseball
laser
player, so that's kind of the
Yeah.
reference.
We were
to
walking
him.
by Raz, they were
He's
shutting
the
the
same
door.
owner
It's like,
who we
whoa.
built the
It was
Jephoto
like a
Super
solid
Recoil.
clunk, and like it was like goosebumps. It was weird. It's like
Yeah.
you're shutting a door,
A few
but
of
I
ours.
started the whole tour
And that's for
myself.
like another.
look at the under dash on there too.
Yeah. All
whoa.
custom machines that we do ourselves. Seats with upholstery unlimited, creating seats. Especially with the independent suspension kind of built into the seats.
Oh, nice.
It's rad. So nice. Oh, it's so satisfying.
Yeah,
We
so
ran saw all their cars.
Hunter Ring happened to be in there. He was looking at the Blazer with his wife. And Dane and I were standing there staring at it with like a couple of idiots, and he's picked up on that a little bit, so he gave us a little tour of it. And it was Jeremiah, you and I, right? And Megan. So yeah, I guess all of us, he just toured us around. So Ring Brothers brought 4 cars there, or they had 4 on display. So he gave us all the details on the Blazer, and then where did we go from that one?
Was Mustang was after that?
So the Mustang?
I think it was the Mustang.
The blue one. Yeah, so we went and checked out a Mustang. I mean, there's so much to see on them. They've been all over the internet, but it's the details and the craftsmanship. I mean, it wasn't like a Sema thrash to get it for 22. They've been working on these cars for years.
This actually came to us like several years ago, and he basically came to us with the idea of he wanted to do like more of like a rat rod style, but a Ring Brothers spin on a rat rod. So we went through a couple of different renderings, trying to figure out what he wanted. And this, like the owner of this, really likes speed. Like he's got boats that would go like 200 on water, and originally one of the early designs of this was to throw a giant boat motor as like to the front of this, so it'd be like an open engine design, Formula One style kind of hot rod. From that, the motor that he was looking at was 48 inches tall, and this entire car is like 52 inches tall. So like basically you'd be sitting in the driver's seat and you literally have to drive it with your head out the window because you couldn't see around the motor. So we were like, I don't think we can really make that work. So he kind of like went away. He was like, dang. And literally about 4 years later, he hit us back up.
New idea.
He had a 510 cubic inch tall block race motor.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, cool, let's make this happen.
Built it around it.
Yep. So he built it around this 1,000 horsepower like animal, basically. And Gary Rago, our designer, came up with this whole idea of like a Formula One cross.
Yeah.
So it actually started as a 1956, I believe, Loadmaster, which is like this old like farm truck.
Yeah.
So the cab was shortened, lengthened because the owner is pretty tall, so he couldn't fit into the original cab. Narrowed and then tapered. So it's a lot of modifications to it, and then on top of that, almost the entire car is carbon fiber. So yeah, so it's got 1,000 horsepower, almost all carbon fiber. We estimate it roughly about 3,000 pounds.
That was gonna be my next question.
Yeah, and the weight distribution is something that we put a lot of work into. It's a 54% rear weight, which is great for a car like this. Motor that well.
Tell me you got some videos burning the nuts off these tires.
We got some videos burning the street tires off of it. And at that point, like, we might as well just put it on the dyno because, like, that car just spun those wheels like they didn't even care they're back there. But it's got 365s on the back and 315s on the front, so there's some massive rubber on this thing. But yeah, it's crazy. So, I was gonna go around the side.
What's he gonna do with it then?
Couldn't tell you.
It's got a compound with a track. You can play with it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
They're very well sorted and thought out, and that's what makes a difference with those guys. So the Mustang was unbelievable. And then from there,
Was it the Michael Myers build or something?
I think that was the last one we went to.
I thought the truck was the last one. No.
Yeah, the truck was third, and then
truck was
Yeah.
third.
Yeah, so we went and checked out I think it was a 48 Chevy. It started off as a COE, and it was green. It ended up getting the Builder of the Year award, which is pretty cool too. Again, just overwhelming amount of detail.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, in that rig. So they did a big unveiling on it, and was that based off like an IndyCar chassis or something, isn't it? Something weird like that.
Yeah. A lot of carbon fiber, a lot of
yeah.
cool machining.
Wild. Yeah, there isn't much left of the Chevy in there. So and he took us up lastly to, was that a 69 Camaro? I believe it was a Michael Myers Camaro. And again, just blown away by everything, all the details on it. And like he said, there's always little Easter eggs hiding all over the place on it. So the more you look, the more you find. And so that was pretty special to have him give us a tour, and I'm super thankful on that. That was fun. It really made that an event for sure. And then what else do we go do?
Dude, spent
What?
Every day we pretty much checked out an entire building.
Oh my God, there
Just
was
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
yeah, there was some Toyo, the Toyo alley or whatever that was.
Tread Pass.
Oh,
Tread
gosh.
Pass, yeah.
There's some
That
cool
was
cars out there.
Yeah,
insane.
you guys were drooling over that
Big
stuff.
money.
Yeah.
Any of them that stood out to you in there?
A lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, that Rocket Bunny kitted C5 Corvette was
That
pretty
was
cool.
pretty awesome.
We talked to the owner, and he told us about his process of building it and working with the guy who made the kit.
Yeah.
And it was that car was pretty cool.
It's cool when you get a chance to talk with the owners too, because you get to see the thrash that they have to go through. And everybody in there, you know, they're car guys and they're thrashing just like the rest of us. So it's neat to be on that level with them. But yeah, he was super cool to talk to, and had a lot of people scratching their head about the car too. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
weren't sure what the heck it was. And there's that Mercedes, the Going in there. Was that?
Oh yeah, there's a couple of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are wild.
And, who's the guy that Jeff liked? Who's your guy?
Aaron Ball.
Aaron
His
Ball.
truck.
Shout out Aaron Ball.
Yeah, that was a
Right.
sweet C10.
Yeah, the C10 right at the entrance of it. That was rad.
That was
For sure.
cool.
Yeah, Jason was cool at Vintage Air too, because they had a bunch of new products that were interesting. Actually, that's what that show's all about, is seeing what's new out there too. So we took back a lot with us as well.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming, as everybody knows.
Was it them who makes the front clip for the 73?
Oh yeah, Ridetech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, they got a bolt on. Is that?
I don't know how new it was, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wish I knew about that. I like Batman.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ridetech
that,
makes great
yeah.
stuff though too, so that would have been way easier for sure. So, and I went and checked out some overlanding stuff. They had paint products. We spent
Gosh.
we spent about 2 hours looking for the PPG booth. Usually they go all out and everything, and I hyped it up pretty good, especially if these guys have never been to it. You know, every year they got a theme and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Needless to say, they downsized a little bit this year, so not much to see. So yeah, after touring that place a bunch, we split, and then where did we finish up at? Was that the overlanding side, or just like all the buffing compound stuff and tools across the way?
It was all kind of on that last day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a new building, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that building was huge.
Well, so many people. We put in a lot of hours wandering around down there for sure. So, but it was good. It was a good experience. It always is. And I mean, everything you could ever want to see is there for sure. So, anyway, we'll try to do it again next year and see more stuff. So,
Oh, yeah. Stoked
Yeah.
to see what they do.
yeah. Another car that we saw that kind of stood out was that white Mustang. So it was in the Holly booth, and it was also there with the Builder of the Year Ring Bros truck as well. That was in the other side of the Holly booth. But yeah, I ended up watching a YouTube video on that B is for Build Mustang, and got to see their thrash on it too, and that was interesting. Everybody's got a different take on it. Let me grab that or hit that button again.
Just chuck it at the wall.
I know. This is so unprofessional. So. Yeah, as far as picking one car there that is your favorite,
Oh, gosh.
that would be a near impossible task because they're all cool in their own way. But I think the Hoonigan pit was probably my highlight,
Yeah.
and part of it too is stepping off there and you just getting into the show and hitting it. So everything is super cool then. But seeing those short wides, that Tahoe, a full size or Suburban, where that was.
Yeah, they're whipping it with like
Just-
4 huge
Oh
dudes
my
in it.
God.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Just shredding tires on that thing. Yeah, that was pretty entertaining for sure. I didn't wipe the smile off my face the whole time I was there. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we missed the carnage on it later in the show, and a tire blew off it and landed on the Stone Fab guy's truck. That sucks.
Yeah.
But
Bummer.
yeah, show carnage. That thing made some distance too. So
Oh, yeah. It went really high.
yeah.
I'm sure you guys can find videos online. They've
Oh,
been
yeah.
going everywhere.
Yeah, there was a lot to do there. We walked all day there. We went to dinner at night. Different places off the strip that Jeff took us to, which was awesome. Japanese barbecue, that was a highlight.
Yeah.
And we finished the last night on Fremont Street, just cruising down there. Had some good dinner down there as well. And then next thing you know, we're back on a plane. So, yeah, it was a lot every day.
I was pretty excited to see the couple of those roadster shop cars.
Yeah.
Like the
the
Monte Carlo was really cool.
Oh yeah, was that twin turbo one?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Yeah, that was badass.
That was awesome. And then the white short wide from last year.
The OBS with the dyno and the dyno BMX
so
freestyling it.
good.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, that thing was legit. It's so cool to see them online and magazines or whatever, and then you see it in person. It's
a
pretty
whole
awesome.
thing.
So, yeah, they do a good job with that show. There's so much going on.
It's funny, I didn't start seeing those cars on social media until after I left.
Oh, same.
And then I was like scrolling, and I was like,
I've seen that.
I saw that one. I saw that one. I saw that one.
Yeah, Wee Man was there.
And Ken Block. He was
Ken Block
out there
was there.
doing photos and signatures and stuff.
Yeah, and then there was some cars I was looking for. I knew they were there. Saw pictures of them, but I didn't see them the whole time I was there.
Yeah.
How many cars were there?
Yeah.
Definitely missed a few.
They're stashed all over the place. Yeah, and then down Hot Rod Alley in the hallway there too. It was that Volkswagen you were
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Actually, that whole hall right there behind it that had the art and stuff in it too. Foust's booth was in there, and
really cool.
Max Grundy and then all the side by sides and EV cars and just a little mix of everything in there.
Yeah.
Stereo stuff.
What kind of Volkswagen was it?
It was an early '90s prototype rally car called the A59 prototype. It was really cool. All-wheel drive, turbo, 6-speed.
One of a kind,
Yeah, one of one.
It was just sitting in the hallway, had a little rope around it, very unassuming.
No signs or anything.
Yeah, just unassuming, just chilling there. And Jeremiah saw it from across the room there.
I'm a huge nerd, so yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was awesome. There was a lot of those moments there through the whole show, though. I mean, just walking past something catches your eye. I like that LS treatment outside too, with the coil packs disguised as a distributor.
that was a
kinda
cool idea.
And all the engraving. Holy smokes! A lot of lowriders this year.
Awesome lowriders.
Yeah, a lot of paint work, a lot of engraving, and everybody there was super cool. Super approachable, talk to.
That's the next thing. I'm gonna bring some good shoes. Starting to get blisters.
Yeah.
What was like the second day?
Yeah.
Don't wear skate shoes. It's not the way.
Yeah. Plus, we had a pretty good hike from the hotel to the monorail, and then the monorail there.
It could have been worse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, went in the Ferris wheel. Rolled around that.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of chill.
Sweet view up there.
Yeah.
It was.
I don't know. I mean, it's Vegas. There's never not anything to do.
True.
So anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy the SEMA 22 video with Retro Rides. At least our take on it. I know there's a lot of people there, and there's a million videos out there right now, but that's what we saw, what we enjoyed, and yeah, leave a comment below. What was your favorite vehicle? I know you can't pick one, but anyway, hope you enjoy the video, and
see you next time.
Yeah, later.